Welcome back to our SAP tutorial series. In this video, we will learn how to post a vendor invoice using transaction code FB60 and then how to view that invoice in FBL1N, that is a vendor ledger. This is one of the most common and important tasks in SAP Financials, especially by accounts payable users. Then let's get started. So first of all, we need to understand what is FB60. FB60 is used to post vendor incoming invoices. That means expenses we need to pay to our suppliers or supplier service providers. Unlike Myro, FB60 is used when invoice is not related to a purchase order. For example, consultancy fees, rent, or any other non-PO expense like bank charges or something. Let's get started to post vendor invoice. First of all, we need to check the company code in which we have to post the vendor invoice. Here it is AC20. We can change the company code by clicking button company code in header. Then we have to enter all the header information like vendor code, supplier invoice date. Supplier invoice date is the date mentioned on the supplier actual invoice. Posting date. Posting date is the date when this invoice will hit our accounting books. Posting date and supplier invoice date can be different. The reference number we have to mention. Normally reference number is to update supplier invoice number, and finally the supplier invoice amount in the amount field in header. Then in the line items we have to enter all the expense accounts for which we are creating this supplier invoice. Here we are entering GL account number 10020. For each line we have to enter the amount. Here we have only one account, so we enter the total amount. Or if we enter star and press enter, then SAP will take the total amount from header. If there are multiple lines, then we have to break the amount as per actual vendor invoice among all the line items. Click simulate button to check the accounting entry before it is posting to the accounting books and vendor subledger. If everything seems fine, then click post button to post this accounting entry. Upon clicking the post button, accounting document will be posted and the document number will come in the status bar. Now we can use transaction code FB03 to open the posted document and check the posted values. In FB03, we have to enter document number, company code and fiscal year and press enter button to open the document. Now we can see that there are two line items in the posted document. One is the vendor line item and the other line item is for the GL account that we have manually entered. Vendor line item have posting key 31, which is always used for vendor invoice, and other line item has the posting key 40, which is used for debit in the normal GL accounts. We can check the details of each line item by double clicking. We have checked the details in vendor line item. Now let's check the details in other GL account line item in the document. It will show the all details that we have manually entered while posting the document. One very important thing to note here in the vendor line item is that there is one field for vendor number and one more field for account number. Here account number is the vendor reconciliation account number which is posted to GL. Vendor number is posted to the vendor subledger. For checking vendor subledger, now we will open another transaction code FBL1N and enter the vendor code and company code. Now we will enter today's date in field all items to check how many documents are posted today in this vendor subledger. Here we can see that there are two documents appearing which were posted in today's date. We can now check all the open items in vendor ledger. Open items are those line items for which we haven't yet done the clearing either by payment or by manual clearing. We will select option open item and select today's date and press execute. The documents that we have seen in all items will now appear in open items also because they have not yet been paid to the vendor. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.